Yep. Let me share this. I will come back and we gonna get into this spiritual double dipping. Not on my watch. You don't double dip a chip, you're not gonna double dip your spirit around me. Nope. Be right back. Let me share this. Let me see something else. See if I can do this. Grand Rise. I can. I did. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Okay. This spiritual double dipping must come to an end. This spiritual double dipping must come to an end. Pick a fight. Pick a fight. Pick your development stage and get in it. And stay in it. Look, yesterday ran my nerves ragged. Ragged. Fee, what are you talking about? Some of you are children of God. Children of God. Okay. Then I will treat you as a child. Okay? Some of you say you are God. Then I should treat you as such. And then some of you want to be God with human flaws. Pick a goddamn fight. Pick a fight. Pick a fight. If you're going to be children, then be quiet and do what children are supposed to do. And that's be seen and not heard. I do not want to hear from the children of God. And I will tell you why I don't want to hear from the children of God. Because I'm not a child of God. See, the children sit at the kiddie table. I don't sit at the kiddie table. A lot of you should sit at the kiddie table. Because you don't have it in you to be God yet. Well, Fee, what do you mean? Because see, God does not speak until God understands. See, there's a step that people are always missing is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's 19 people in here and 7 up likes. I love you, but come on. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. See, first you gather knowledge. See, everybody think all knowledge is clean. Let me ask you something. Is all fruit clean? Is all meat considered clean? I'll wait. Is all water considered clean? Considered clean. Is all air considered clean? Is all water considered clean? Are all animals considered clean? Are all people considered clean? So in this information age, why do we think all information is clean? That's what I'm not understanding. Some of this knowledge is tainted. And see, I don't mind. See, here's the thing. Everybody thinks that knowledge is abundant. Knowledge is abundant, but it's just as abundant as polluted water. We know that there's clean water, correct? Do we? Mm. Do they, Vane? Do they know it's a such thing as clean water? If you can distinguish between clean and dirty water, why can't you distinguish between clean and dirty knowledge? Because dirty knowledge gets you dirty wisdom. And dirty wisdom gets you dirty understanding. See, that you can practice or you can practice right. See, I'm a coach. So when people come in and they're like, "Oh, Master Fee, I practiced," I can look them dead in their face and go, "And you practiced wrong. How many hours of wrong did you put in?" I would have rather you put in a half an hour of right than 4 hours of complete wrong. Oh, if I hear one more spiritual guru tell y'all that they're showing you what not to do, I'm going to hurt something. Isn't the easiest way to teach somebody is to teach them what to do? Me too. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Fee, I'm a god. Are you? But what I said was wrong. Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Can God be wrong? Maybe that's the question we should ask. Can God be wrong? Is our conception of God off? That someone proclaiming to be God can be so wrong in their philosophy that they can turn around, change it, and still be God. Okay, then I'm concerned about people's use of the word God. Because if God is infallible, God understands the mathematics of the universe and how it works in harmony and disharmony. How would somebody telling blatant lies can call themselves God and still be taken seriously? How many messiahs have come to us and given us all the wrong stuff? And I'm going to say this, and I know I'm going to catch some backlash, but I really don't care. But even Martin Luther King Jr. said that he ran us into a burning house. Good morning to good rise, good morning, salam, shalom, inhutepu to everybody. Because I notice people get a little antsy when I don't specifically say good morning to them. So I think I'm going to stop saying specific good mornings to people since folk be all up in their feelings. And I'm just going to give a general one. Y'all just do not understand the emails that I get. You didn't say good morning to me specifically. All right, good morning. You, uh, my teacher used to always say that one of his favorite passages in the Bible was, you have the form of God, but you deny the power thereof. It's like, Fee, you gonna see so many people that look like gods. They look like them, but they will not sound like them. They will not act like them. Their ways will be foreign to you. See, when I was 14, I sincerely said that I didn't want to follow fairy tales anymore. I wanted a grown-up religion, not a child's religion. I wanted a way of life that explained the universe to me beyond a shadow of a doubt. And what's funny is I never found that in a religion. I found it in a philosophy that was called Tai Chi Chuan. And Tai Chi does not speak of anything in reference of a child or a teenager or an adult. It does not make that difference. It does make a difference in those that understand the wisdom that is imparted in the philosophy called Tai Chi. See, Tai Chi Chuan is the study of the fist of Tai Chi. That is the aggression side of the Tao. When dealing with the civil side of the Tao, we get into the octagon of the explanation. What I mean by the octagon of its explanation is the 8 sides. The four ways and the 4 corners. For me, the philosophy of Tai Chi Chuan gave me a way of life and a way of looking and explaining the universe around me that made universal sense. Y'all following me so far? Have I lost you? Because I know this is early and I've been up for a minute. Look, either you gonna stay a child or you gonna grow up. You cannot double dip your spirituality. You can't say, on one hand, I am God, right? And then turn around and say, oh, I'm somebody's child. No, 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 no. See, God has no ending or beginning. God is self-made. See, here is where people get this a little twisted. This is where my mentally deficient babies get stuck. In these books, in these holy books, has anybody ever seen God be other than God? Let's put on our helmets. Definitely. Definitely. We're going to put, this is my helmet. We're going to put on our helmets today. We're going to put on our helmets. I'm not making fun of you. It's my helmet. We're putting on helmets. I'll find another helmet. Okay. I'm gonna go find another helmet. I guess I won't be putting on my helmet today. Some people are being a little testy. But you put on your helmet. You can't double dip. Look, if you're going to be a child in this, then be a child in this. If you are going to be a wonderment, and what I mean by a wonderment in your spirituality, mean you're going to wander from one place to another, fine, no problems. If you're going to be a fundamentalist, be a fundamentalist. But don't double dip. You can't be a child of God and then turn around and be an adult of God and then turn around and be God itself just to drop back down to being a pitiful Messiah. Hold on. That ain't how that works. You can't be a Messiah and your message look like Swiss cheese. I don't know about y'all, but a messenger's message should hold water from beginning to end. I don't know about y'all, but as soon as a messenger says, excuse me, I got this wrong, he's no longer a messenger of God. How you get a message from God wrong? Big ups to everybody in the room. Big ups to everybody in the room. How you get a message from God wrong? I'll wait. And then, wait. Here's the jacked up part. Here's the jacked up part. You're such a God, right? You so God. You so God. You got it wrong for 3 years. And not only did you get it wrong for 3 years, oh said Messiah, in the midst of you getting it wrong for 3 years, you said, not quote, because you said it to me, and a prophet shall not lie. So for the 3 years that you lied, what's your punishment? What's your punishment? Because Moses just questioned God once and dropped about 38 commandments. And his punishment was not getting into paradise. What's yours? What's your punishment for breaking the black family? What is your punishment for breaking the black woman? What is your punishment for breaking the covenant? Everybody's supposed to listen to you, but you don't listen. Even when another God showed up and told you, you should master monogamy before polygamy. I don't hear other people. And that's why people don't hear you. And that's why people don't hear you. Wherever you go, there you are. Free spirit. That looks like $13. Thank you very much for getting us started. We're at 263 today. 263 starts us off. 263, we need 2,500 to get this North Carolina retreat done and in the bag. We are more than 10% there because we eat an elephant one bite at a time. Thank you so much, Free Spirit. And shall we say the prayer of you, University, and yea, I lay my monies and my intentions upon the waters, and it shall be returned to me 1,000-fold. Thank you so much for getting us started. May that be returned to you 1,000-fold. Please remember, y'all want good content? You reward your content. Train your content providers. How do you train them? Like you train anything else, with reward and punishment. You like the content? Reward them. You don't? Punish them. So which are you? If you are a child of God, then please be quiet. Just be quiet. You know, when the master comes around, play, and then please have an educational seat. Yes, and a child shall lead them, but some children have education that other children just haven't grasped yet. Give me the educated child. You know, there are people who have children that I will follow because I like the parents. There's this one guy. He's got tattoos all over his face. He has a daughter and a son, I believe. Man, I wish I remember this dude's name. He homeschools them in some of the best martial ways I have seen put on social media. Let me see if I can find it this way. Yes. He's all over the place. Derek Grace, I think is his name. Yeah, Derek Grace. Derek Grace. Yeah, Derek Grace. Some children I follow. Little mama tell me, Sister Fee, get down. Ooh. All right, baby, no problem. All right. Tell me when to get up. Think I would. Them babies have been trained for tactical performance. And when I say tactical performance, I just don't mean the guns. I mean finance. I mean mathematics. I mean science. This brother has taken it upon himself and shout out. I'm going to put him in. Shout out to Brother Derek for doing his thing. I've been watching quietly in the bushes him raise them babies because I was blindfolded. I was like, God, that's a man after my own heart. I love him. We have to meet. But my kids are grown, so, Please take a peek. Derek Grace. Derek Grace. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube page. Yes, he does. Yes, he does have a YouTube page, and it looks like it is Derek Grace space 11, or if that makes sense, like Junior, but with the bars. I'm subbing right now. All. I did it. Okay. No problem. No problem. Some of his comments are cut off, and I understand why. I ain't mad at him. But yeah. See, that's a brother not double dipping. That brother said he is a God. And he's making gods. Those babies are flawless in their precision. That's what God is not around here howling, ooh, let me make my mistakes. Let me make my mistake. Love me for who I am. No. No. God is about precision. God is about excellence. God doesn't teach you how to fail. God teaches you how to win. God don't come with a broke spirit. The Spirit of God stands you up and makes you righteous. Can somebody spell out righteous and tell me what's the root word of righteous? See, this is why, let me tell y'all a deep belief that I have. Now, you might not agree with me, and you don't have to, because this is my belief. It don't have to be yours. God is an idea. It is an idea that can be held by anything. It is an idea of absolute perfection at the time. It is a perfection that allows you to commune with everything around you at once. It is an omnipresent, an omnipotent idea or thought that can be tapped into by anything and anybody at any point, anywhere. Because it is that pervasive. Man can hold an idea of God. But as we have stated, man is flawed. See, that's what I loved about the movie V. Y'all will often see me wear a t-shirt from it that says, ideas are bulletproof. I am not. And I think about, Cherie, you can attest to this. I think about the fact that Tai Chi, the idea of Tai Chi, is over 10,000 years old. Let me say that again. Because I want y'all to understand the vastness of space and time and how you fit in it so you can get your development right. 10,000 years. From start to now, 10,000 years. And after 10,000 years, the idea came to a chick in the hood in its perfection. I did not go looking for that idea. That idea came looking for me. I don't care what you say. And you can't tell me different. I didn't know of Tai Chi. But anything that old had to know of me before I knew of it. And let's take it to another level. Let's take it to another level. Let's just take it to one more level, right? And I am heartily grateful that the perfect idea of Tai Chi wanted to find me. And not only did it find me, I wanted it. See, a lot of y'all were touched by ancient wisdom, but you were not ready at the time. And that's a choice. That's a choice. We're always touched by an idea. We're touched early, we're touched mid-grade, and we're touched after. You know, maybe hundreds of years ago, in another life, me and Tai Chi lived together, and it, being as old as it is, remembered me when I couldn't remember it. How do these ancient disciplines find you? Man, that's God. The idea. The idea to perfect yourself. The idea to perfect yourself is not a child's idea. So how can you be a child of God trying to perfect yourself? I mean, can't the larvae still call itself a butterfly? That's what it's gonna be. Huh? Can the caterpillar call itself a butterfly? That's what it's gonna be. Huh? Or do we neglect all of these beautiful wonder? Can the chrysalis be called a butterfly? Because that's what it's going to be. Would you salute? Or do you call it by its name in its level or at its level? Cherie Bad says, someone told me it's a 1 in a 10,000 chance for something so ancient to find you. People go through 10,000 lifetimes or so to find that ancient idea. But when it finds you, you have to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself. Were you ready for the idea? Could I call myself master before I did the work? No. 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 I would never. And the sad part was, Justin, that even after I had obtained my mastery, still didn't want to be called master. It took me like 5 years. I was Sister Fee and didn't want to be called, you're not going to call me master. It was too much responsibility. And Cherie, that's what got me started. Other people called me master. My teacher. Let me tell y'all something. When you have a council of people that you have given the highest respect to, they talk, you listen. They demonstrate, you watch. They walk, you open the door. They hungry, you get them something to eat. They thirsty, you get them something to drink. When those people invite you into a council and they call you master, whoo, that's a day. That's a day. Then another day comes after you've put in decades of work. And they say, hey, we recognize not only your work, but your life. A lot of y'all know, if you were around when I was getting my Lifetime Achievement Award, I went through a crisis. Where do you go after that? What do you do after that? What do you do after people that you respect recognize your life before you turn 50? I didn't know what else to do. I had a sincere crisis. What do you do? And then I started U University. Because that's what you do. At least that's what a fundi does. I structure the place much like the place that my teacher brought me into the awakening of myself. I don't teach any one way, because there are many of them. I teach no one way because there are many. Choose your Tao. Choose your way. Choose your discipline. Choose your philosophy. But before you start mixing and Googling them up, maybe you might want to eat the potato as a potato first. Then eat the carrot as a carrot. Now you want to parade them together? Feel free. Try the apple before you say you can't eat it. Learn. Now again, we back to that learn thing. All knowledge ain't clean. And if you don't know how to clean knowledge, then maybe you should sit back as a child of the knowledge and wait for an adult to come along before you eat that tainted food. You know what? You know what excuse doesn't fly anymore? And I love my young people, but let me tell y'all what excuse doesn't fly for y'all anymore, since all y'all talk about is we live in the age of information. You know what excuse does not fly with me anymore? Since you live in the age of information, I don't know. I don't know, or I didn't know. It don't fly no more. Because for y'all to be so full of knowledge, you don't know. They don't know. And then want to hide the mistake. And you better not point it out. Because if you point out the mistake, then you're a hater. You point out the mistake, you're a troll. You point out the mistake, and you shouldn't be paying attention to my life. Why don't you pay attention to yours? I don't take advice from strangers. Some of the best advice I have ever gotten was from somebody that did not have a horse in the race. The best advice I've ever gotten was from somebody that didn't have a horse in the race. Hey, Stone, I see you. Got 15 on them books. So we at 278. 278 is the new number. 278 is the new number. Thank you so much. And let's get you. You ready? You ready? May it be returned to you 1,000-fold. Thank you so very, very, very much. $278. $278 is that new total. We need 2005. What's up? Superman 42.0 Garden Figs and more. What's up? And y'all stop thinking your way is the only way. Your way is not the only way. There was a goal set. See, the goal was love each other. That was the only goal. The only commandment. Let me say that again. The only command we were given $fundife. The only command we were given was to love. And that wasn't even a good command. What you mean? It wasn't a good command. It was not a good command. Because if we're supposed to love each other, we're doomed. We're doomed. Because we're definitely not doing that. As a matter of fact, we take great pleasure in destroying one another. We take great pleasure in dancing in the devil's playground. We take great pleasure in having forked tongue, forked feet, forked hand. Your left hand show not knowing what your right one is doing. Now let us remember what was the root word of righteousness again? Because we ain't been right in a long time. We've been plenty of lefts. We done made a whole bunch of lefts. Very few rights. But they'll tell you they're moral. They'll tell you they down for the cause. And they will tell you they're moral and down for the cause, right? While they have one of us collared, punching us in the face. I'm down for the cause. I'm down for the cause. Study hollering. They down for the cause, but study gunning black folk down. Steady running black folks' reputations into the ground. Steady putting black families at risk, not only from the law, but for every faction that means to do us harm. It has been from within that those factions were able to come in and take your teachers out. Oh, let's not look to the white man for that. Look to your black folk that be talking all that jazz. While turning your freedom fighters in to the government. But they down. Black power. We don't even understand. Well, I understand. That's why I try to stay out of them. We don't even understand that our beefs further polarize our community. But we don't care. As long as our lust for hate and degradation and disrespect and rape and molestation, as long as all of that stuff is fed, we can get paid, right? Right? I'm going to get paid off the degradation of one of my brothers. Right? I'm such an adult. I am such an adult that I can't even stop myself from degrading the next one. Because I thought that's what made us adults. Our ability to do right. Our ability to control ourselves. Because, everybody like, she's no master. Yeah, but I've been able to control myself through this whole thing. See, I have yet to have somebody in my text tell me, don't you think this is enough? See, that's the catch. We don't ever want it to be enough. Always more. That's an addiction too. Why y'all think they feed us gory movies? They feed us Caden beats. You turn on Tupac and instantly get mad. Be like, all eyes on me. The life of a boss player until the day I die. There's a spirit that comes with it. Huh? What's his name? Mangus, Modus, Mudus, whatever. He's sipping syrup, codeine, and something else. Xanax. What does the song start off with? The song start off with drugs. Is it a rupee he's talking about? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Offset. Is that who it is? Offset? I don't know. Percocet. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Niggas start out hollering Percocet. Brother, it don't look like you should have a prescription for Percocet. Oh, Future. I'm sorry. Future, Common, I don't know. Molly, Captain, whatever. Is Molly? Oh, no, Molly is a drug. I thought Molly was like a new rapper. Like, it would only make sense. Jesus Christ. Oh, the Bill Cosby cocktail. Yep. I thought he was using Spanish Fly. My bad. I don't know. Don't stop laughing at me. Y'all still laughing at me. I don't know them. Megas, Common, Future, Gold Mouth Dude. I don't know who they are. Oh, his name is Future. Okay, thank you. I think Common was with Erykah Badu. Let me take Common. Not leave Common in there. I know Big Sean though. I like Big Sean. I like Big Sean. Big Sean say he done wasted so much time. I love me some Big Sean. That's how I found out about them other ones, through Big Sean. Oh, Justin, misdirection make money. Misdirection is money. Misdirection is money. And then this is what misdirection does with it. Misdirection points you over to where true direction is, because that's what I find funny. A lot of people point folk over here to a big old scam when I have a whole book that shows each and every project and how the money got spent. But I'm the fraud. See, that's the difference. Like I tell people, that's the difference in the naked truth and a well-dressed lie. And then you have your double and triple agents that sit up in these chat rooms that like to say they little crap over here and then go back, skew the story and say their little crap over there because they truly have no life. See, what some people have to understand is a lot of people here on this internet, and excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but a lot of them stuck in the house with a check. A lot of them can't and don't work because of mental and physical deficiencies. Most of them are on here to get a check. So it doesn't matter the content. They're going with the content that gets the most views. And here is where that spiritual double dipping takes place. See, that spiritual double dipping take place in, I'm good over here. This is what I'm down for. But give me 3-4 weeks, and I'll be showing you a whole nother side, literally, of me. I mean, I heard the new thing is doing lives in your bathroom now. Is that how it goes? Oh, Justin, I see you. Justin then put in $10. 288. Justin, I need to talk to you about archery. Next year, my brother. Next year. Miss Tiff. We are at 292. 292. 292. $6 takes us over the 300 threshold. Thank you, everybody. Mr. Justin. May that be returned to you 3,000-fold, my darling. For those of you who are in the Texas area and you are interested in archery, Justin is your man. Wait a minute. Or do I have you confused with the photographer? Help me, because I think both of y'all are named Justin. Help me. I'm struggling. Photographer or archer? Which one? Forgive me. I cannot remember. Photographer. I believe he's a photographer. I could be wrong. But if he is the photographer, great photographer. This brother helped do my henna commercial. So I didn't shout it out. 2 men, and I'm not even sure which one he is. Let me go make sure, because I could swear it's 1 or 2. I've narrowed him down, but I believe he's the photographer. Let me make sure. Justin Home Photo. Yes, my archer. Woo. He's my archer. For those of you that are interested in archery and you in the Texas area, please contact this brother. He will come out with his equipment and you guys will get one of the most informative archery classes you have ever had, if you have ever had them. One of those brothers that we sincerely need to keep in the fold, keep protected, because he is definitely a gem. Definitely a gem. And 2020, we're going to get you back here at Fee's Emporium and really get some classes going. But, you know how that goes, bro. People say they interested, then they back out. Goddess Tosh Sabaz, you are truly a blessing. This is the second time I've crossed your path. We used to be Facebook friends. Your righteousness is so evident. Oh, sis, I have to report back to people. I have to be okay in my spirit. And I can't be okay in my spirit if my people aren't okay. If I've treated my people harshly or wrong. Can't. I have to leave this place better than I found it. And that's an oath that a lot of people do not make in their lifetime. Peace and blessings, soldier. You can't double dip. Don't be a shell of God and deny your power. Don't give your power away. If you are going to be a child of God, then be a child and receive instruction. If you're going to be an adult, be ready to be responsible. See, that's the thing. That's how that double dipping take place. See, I want to be a spiritual adult, but when I'm spiritually wrong, now I'm a spiritual child. I didn't know what I was doing. You can't do that. You can't double dip like that. You can't call yourself God and then mess off the world and then say, oh, but I'm somebody's child. Well, if you're somebody's child, stay out of God's laboratory because you're blowing stuff up. Stop. How about y'all stop allowing children in the laboratory? How about that one? We're gonna hang a sign on God's laboratory that says no children of God allowed. Entities under the age of 10,000 years cannot enter. If you have not been at least 1 in the 1,000 twice, you can't enter. There are levels to this. And you can't go sliding down the scale. Let me ask y'all a question. How does this sound? Because this is what it sounds like. I'm a spiritual adult of 35 years. I look like a 35-year-old, but I act like a 6-year-old. Is that spiritual maturity? But you have this 10-year-old that has the spiritual maturity of a 60-year-old. Seen it. Now, mind you, the little girl had full-blown AIDS, and she was headed out of here. But the wisdom in that little body, the understanding, the spiritual awareness of that child ran marathons around a lot of men and women that I know call themselves God. They have no insight. They have no prevision. And I said prevision. They have no discernment. And the only thing they can tell you is what you already know. Is there something else they can tell you? $292 is where we're at. $292. 8 more and we crossed the 300 threshold. Thank you to everybody that has given so far. But hey, that's why I love the craft so much. The craft is not about, it's about your understanding. It is about your wisdom. See, everybody just talks about knowledge, but what about wisdom and understanding? Because wisdom is the use of the knowledge. And y'all, woo, full of knowledge. Full of knowledge. but you're dying of thirst while drowning in a freshwater lake. I hope you understood what I just said. For all of you esoterics, I hope you understood what I just said. You are drowning in a freshwater lake, dying of dehydration. Let me say it again for the special people in the back. You are drowning. Let me put it another way. We're going to start off with this. You're 6 feet tall. We're going to start off with that disclaimer. You're 6 feet tall. And you're drowning in a freshwater lake at a depth of 5 feet 4 inches while dying of dehydration. Maybe that's a better picture for you. At 6 feet, you're drowning in a lake that's 5 feet 4 inches deep while dying of dehydration. Did I mention it's a freshwater lake? And you know what? People like me, I sit on the tree because I packed a lunch for this. Me and the crows, me and the butterflies. This is all great theater to us. This is great theater. This is cliffhanger. Wonder how it's gonna get out of this one. I don't know. If you just stand up, it'll be over. Or yeah, just take a drink. Just keep spitting it back out. Like, just drink it. Just and stand up. But how many of y'all took my challenge to stop learning? Thank you. Yes, Jay Miller. It's like the ballet of a slow-moving car crash. Yes. Yes. Just bend over. Don't even just bend over and drink. Go under, drown, and swallow. And then stand up. Just, there's so many other things you can do. But if you're going to be an adult of God, if you're going to be God, because I love people, I'm God. But you can't make your own money. You God, but you can't make anything out of thin air? I'm not God and I make stuff out of thin air. I'm but a mere human, put in a garden and given a task. Am I a part of God? Yes. Yes, I am an undeniable, beautiful, fractaled part of the one. I have never been apart from it and never will be. That is the beauty of what I understand. That is why I weep, because I understand my connection and it is precious to me. Because I can remember when I didn't know it. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to get to a point where I can't remember when I didn't have it. And I weep at the beauty of that connection because I know all y'all ain't got it. You're not worthy. You ain't did the work. You haven't asked the proper questions, and you damn sure ain't did the proper analysis. Because if you did, I have to ask you, why are you still looking for God outside of you? Go to church? How do you do that, Jonathan? How do you go to church? How do you go to church? You are the church. The church is built on you. Everything is built on you, like you are built on a fractillion part of the universe itself. It is all one. Even the light and the dark. But you will not understand that until you understand your light and your dark, and you come to grips with that, and then and only then can you begin to even have an idea of God. Because y'all still run around talking about God and the devil. No suchness. No suchness. No suchness. If you still running around here hollering to God and the devil, you ain't there yet. You're not there yet. We can't talk. We can talk. We can talk. But I will be hardly listening, because that means you still see this as two things. This is one thing. One. And the 1,000 things are locked up in it. God and the devil. You know God taught the devil, right? You do know the devil was there during creation, right? You do know that the devil has every intentions of sitting on the back pews of your church every Sunday. You do know the devil know that God knows God better than you. You know the devil was God's right hand. Do you know that God and the devil are playing chess for you? Or are you so blinded by your extremism that you can't see that God is all? I have never known a more compassionate energy than what they call God, but I have also never known a more malevolent energy than they call God. I have never known such a caring thing as God. And I have never known such an uncaring thing as God. I have watched God talk to people and leave others in utter silence. I have watched God exalt someone in other people's faces and drop the bottom out of the ones that thought they were exalted. I have watched God bring balance to the universe. They say, can good come out of evil? Yes. Yes, good can come out of evil. How? We did. Is it not out of the evils of slavery that a new people have been forged to be tested in the eyes of the universe on if they are worthy of existence. We did not exist before we were bred into existence. I am a new human. This planet has only seen humans like us for the last 500 years. That ain't a long time. We are brand new. Bread spanking new. Now, and knowing that we are a part of this newness, right? Let me ask you a question. This is an old parable too. Can you pour old wine into new skins? Can you pour old wine into new skins? Then I got another question for you. Can you pour new wine into old skins? Let me say it again. Can you pour old wine into a new skin? Yes, you can. You can pour old wine into a new bottle. That's what a decanter is. You gotta listen. Old wine into a new skin is a decanter. You can pour old wine into new skin. What you can't do is put new wine in an old skin. Y'all want to know why you going crazy? Let me tell you why you going crazy. Because you new wine trying to get into an old skin. It don't work. See, some of us are old spirits that have been poured into a new skin. That works. But you cannot take a new wine and pour it into an old skin. You contaminate the new wine. That's why some of y'all are going butt crap nuts. You are trying to fit into an old skin and you are new wine. It don't work. It don't work. And see, the only skin that old wine can be poured back into is its original skin. That's it. You gotta listen. You are new wine. Why are you trying to fit in the old skins? Find something new. Find something old. Find some of that original stuff we used to do. See, I went looking into Asia. And I went looking into Asia because Asia has some of the longest running uninterrupted history documented by the people themselves. I found China. Cherie Bad found India. See, we found old knowledge. Or should I say it found us? Because see, again, you attract your kind, right? If you attract your kind, why wouldn't you attract primordial energy like you? See, everybody is talking about these groups that folk belong to. Yeah, we do belong to old ancient factions. You right. Old ancient factions of energy. Y'all remember I told Nature Boy, glad to see you. This allows me to know that the universe is balanced because we had to see each other. We had to talk. It was destined. And now that we've seen each other, exposure is everything. Because what I find funny is he's doing exactly what I said. I don't care who he gives the damn credit to. Because I say again, if it takes a man 5,000 steps to get to a lesson, and I agree to take him 50 of that 5,000, I'm cool. When he hit the 5,000, he ain't even got to remember the 50 he took with me as long as he got there. But you ain't got to tell me I was right. But aren't messiahs here to listen to? Look, man, if you gonna be a spiritual midget, be a spiritual midget and shut up. If you gonna be a spiritual giant, be a spiritual giant and shut up. But let me tell you something. Giants and midgets don't work on the same rules. If you are going to be a child of God, be a child of God and shut up like children are supposed to. Shut up and be taught. If you're going to be an adult of God, then be ready to show and prove your work. But you cannot flip-flop. You can't flip-flop. You can't be I'm a 34-year-old in spiritual maturity, but you exhibit the spiritual behavior of a 6-year-old because you're constantly throwing tantrums. See, y'all got to know what growing up... Do adults throw tantrums? Are adults supposed to throw tantrums? Aren't you supposed to be over temper tantrums? I mean, after the age of 25, you would think that you would have enough time to throw temper tantrums that you don't have to throw them anymore. That you have another outlet for your emotions other than name calling and temper tantrums. But we want to be every step forward. We take 2 goddamn steps back, man. We down for the community, but we steady beating each other down. Shh. We're extracting the dye from the butterflies. I looked online to see if there was anybody else extracting monarch ink. And they are not. So this is a very, very rare thing I have found out. You see that pretty color? Man, oh man. Yes, this is monarch extract. You see that gorgeous yellow? As I stated last week, this is the first time I've ever tried it or seen it myself. I looked online to try to get a guideline, but I think I'm the first person that's ever tried it. What would you use it for? Oh my goodness. You could put this in your Florida water. You can put this in your bath. You can add it to your bath for transformative ideas. You can add it to your candles. I could think of a zillion things. Add this to my dragon's blood ink to give it a little more, a little more to it, I could think of a zillion things to do with this. Add it to my perfumes. I could think of 1,000 things. But the question is cost. Because you don't get much ever. And again, I don't know too many people harvesting it. So, oh yeah. The dragon's blood ink. Let me grab some for you. There's that dragon's blood ink, man. Let's add that to this. My personal collection. I'll be 55 in 2 weeks, and I've never seen or heard of butterfly ink. It's a blessing to learn. See? Man, I'm always doing something crazy and new. Always doing something crazy and new. But the butterfly ink fell in my lap. I didn't know they regurgitated the color. It's made from the fluid that they pump through their wings. And if they have any left over before flight, they have to discard it. So, we're just collecting it. Seeing what can be done. Because when I saw the color, I was like, I wonder what color that would turn. And that beautiful yellow is the color it's turning. I thought it would be more red, but it's yellow. No dragons were destroyed in the dragon's blood ink process. No butterflies were harmed during the monarch ink. No animals were harmed in the harvesting of any of these inks. So, Peter, keep your space. Keep your space. No animals were hurt. Oh, you received you are more than welcome. I try to get orders out the day of or the next day, depending on when I get it. I try to get them orders out quick. But y'all be careful. Y'all be careful, and y'all stop letting people slide up and down their development stage. I can go from here to here and slide up and down. No, 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 no. Most people that have slid up into their higher chakras, they don't slide back down. If you order, please make sure you use Yo Couch as a coupon offer. Yo Couch is still a coupon. So please make sure you use it. 25% off your entire basket. Because I know the people got y'all buying stuff these holiday weekends. I want to help. But y'all don't let people do that. I can slide up and down. No, no, no. Most people that get into those higher echelons stay in the higher echelons. My teacher has not slid back down into his niggerdom yet. How much is the basket? What basket? Y'all stop letting people look. As much time as it takes you to ascend, no. Off your entire basket on my website. Just in case you buy 2 or 3 items, you can get 25% off the whole basket. That's what I meant, not just the sage. Oh, Cherie, not only is it quicker to descend, when you come down into the descension, it's harder to get back up. That's why people don't like coming back down that far. The work that it takes to get back up is too much. I mean, if you put that much work into getting up there are not too many people that want to come down. If I make it, let's say I make it into my blue chakras, okay? If I make it into my blue chakra, and then I make it into my indigo chakra, right? The last thing I'm going to want to do, now I might want to ascend into the next red chakra above me, but the last thing I want to do is ascend back down into my red chakra, because you do know the chakras just keep going in that succession as you keep going up into the oneness of the God state. At least that's my perception. That is how I perceive it. Okay, Cherie Bad's like, yep. She kind of perceives it the same way. So, cool. I want to go into this red one, not back down into that red one. Because a lot of people don't know that it just keeps going above you. Oh, Sharon Allen, yes. Life has taught me that I'm trying to teach others, but they have to learn at their own pace. Not only learn at their own pace, sometimes you got to leave people where they are. Sometimes you got to leave people where they are, especially when they hard-headed. Now, think about this. Nature Boy messed up 4 women. 4 women and damn near 3 kids. When all he had to do was listen to one of those 4 women that tried to tell him the truth, that in all actuality were more spiritually advanced than him. In order to tell him the truth, they would have had to have been. But he's not going to tell you for one blinking second that those women were more spiritually in tune than him. He could have saved himself 1,000 days, 4 broken women, and 3 broken kids. But he won't listen. Him hard-headed. But these are also the same ones that want us to teach them what's wrong. Right? They want to be taught and teach all at the same time. You can't do that. You're going to do one or the other. Commit yourself to one or the other. But y'all stop believing in these fairy tales, man. Get you a philosophy. Get you an old one. Please. Please. And not just get you an old one. Could you learn the philosophy of it? Could you please have a full philosophical conversation on what you believe with somebody else? Can you communicate your way of life to another person as a full idea that they can understand so they can reject it or not with proper information? If you were saving yourself, you wouldn't need a savior. You have a blessed day as well, Infinite Doors. You have a good one. I'm about to skitty old out of here myself. Look, man. If you gonna grow in this, grow in this. But as an adult, what I can't do in life is tell somebody to judge me as a child. I'm an adult. And as an adult, when I make mistakes, I'm supposed to make up for those mistakes as an adult. Not holla, I'm somebody's child. www.masterfundife.com is my site. I go, man, I messed that up. Okay, how can I make this up to you? Because y'all do know there's a way to forgive. There's a way to forgive. I mean, the court system shows you how, but y'all miss all kinds of steps. Y'all miss punishment, penance. Y'all miss all that. Y'all go straight to forgive. I don't go straight to forgive. But I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you for coming on through. Got a student downstairs that I'm about to take through the ringer again. Please, please, please be kind to yourself. Hold people accountable for what come out their mouth, the way it come out their mouth. You know who this is? This is Master Fundife, and I got to get him to look over these books because I don't want no smoke with the animated creature of magical descent. Don't be looking at me. Look, I don't know what side of your horn laid on your pillow, but you got an attitude today. $2.92. $2.92 is the number. 292 is the number. 292. Checking to make sure that there are no more that I got. Nope. We're looking good. Alrighty. $292. We are well on our way. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, all my super chatters. Thank you for coming on through. And for those of you who wanted to give today but couldn't, let me bless you first, because even the intention is worth something. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for the lights, the up likes, and everything in between. Hey, man, y'all hold people accountable. All right? Oh, this is Master Fundife, and I always got my ear to the street. My ear to the street. My ear to the street. Peace and blessings, y'all. I'm going to go make my bed now. Peace. Get something accomplished today.